4.2 What are suppression, balance, and stimulation modes? Each person has three manipulation modes: suppression mode, balance mode, and stimulation mode. Each one of these modes has its own specific effect on the entire human psychophysiology. These modes are different for different people, meaning for representatives of different human subtypes. We will describe each mode very briefly. Suppression mode, if considered as a mode of self-regulation of a system called a human, it rather powerfully relaxes psyche and body of an individual, brings calmness and joy, pleasure, satisfaction, delight. When a person's suppression mode is transmitted, he experiences a state of euphoria stronger than the effect of any narcotics. This completely disorients a person and makes him obey the manipulator, according to the pleasure principle. Right from the start of application of this type of manipulation mode, a person begins to require a dose of this kind of pleasure over and over again, and he will not be able to stop. When the suppression mode is being transmitted, analysis of the situation and the individual who is transmitting this mode becomes impossible for the subject of manipulation. Any person is absolutely open to this kind of influence, and he is defenseless before it, because it goes through the unconscious reflexive sphere, bypasses the intellect, and makes use of those mechanisms which a person is unable to control. A pleasant benefit from manipulation when transmitting the suppression mode of a person is that she not just falls in love with the manipulator, but literally begins to adore him, her. On this basis, the subject of manipulation is ready to fulfill any request of the manipulator. The balance mode is called balance because it balances, stabilizes the entire psychophysiology of a person who is being manipulated and causes him to be in a harmonious, comfortable state. Balance mode makes the subject of manipulation feel not only very comfortable, but also be quite non-critical. It makes him perceive the manipulator as a friend, even though it is likely that he is not. The comfortable state, which transmittance of the natural balance mode by the manipulator causes, automatically makes a person trust the manipulator, and this trust is unconscious and is not based on absolutely anything. Doors of the soul open up. The stimulation mode causes the subject of manipulation to feel such a strong irritation that a person, so to speak, not only runs on walls, but also on the ceiling. This irritation turns a person who is being manipulated into a real kamikaze, and he is ready to carry out any actions that the manipulator needs. Using this mode, it is possible to make any person do absolutely anything, even something that he would never do in his life, as well as something that perhaps will bring him irreparable harm, or something that he will regret for a long time. It does not matter which race, nationality, or gender is a person to whom manipulation modes are applied. In this sense, representatives of the entire human population are absolutely the same. By nature, each person has an individual subtype program and individual modes of self-control, control of processes of life activities and behavior in particular. Of course, this is general introductory information. More details about manipulation modes, as well as what a person who is being manipulated feels when these modes applied to him, and which feelings make him obey the manipulator, can be found in the book titled Human Manipulation Modes. Either You Are Manipulating or You Are Being Manipulated, by Olga Skorbatuk and Kate Bazilevsky. Here, we will add only that a human is unable to guess, learn intuitively, or draw out natural manipulation modes, even her own. This means that he will not be able to control, manage himself or another person with a predictable, stable, and guaranteed result. 1. The term transmittance of a manipulation mode, manipulation modes, means that a manipulator acts out manipulative scenarios, or images of manipulation modes, for the subject of manipulation.